Good morning, students. Welcome to online life science class. So here I am explaining some important diagrams of photosynthesis and respiration. The type of respiration in which glucose is broken down in the presence of oxygen is called aerobic respiration. In this process, glucose is broken down completely into carbon dioxide and water, releasing energy in the form of energy-rich molecules called ATP or adenosine triphosphate. Aerobic respiration takes place in almost all living organisms, including plants. The word equation for aerobic respiration is glucose plus oxygen reacts to form carbon dioxide plus water plus energy 38 molecules of adenosine triphosphate. So we can say aerobic respiration is the chemical reaction used to release energy from glucose. It is called aerobic because oxygen from the air is also needed. Glucose reacts with oxygen to form carbon dioxide plus water plus energy here. Plant cells respire just as animal cells do. Plants respire all the time whether it is dark or light. Do plants carry out aerobic respiration in the day? Yes, plants carry out aerobic respiration all the time. This is the diagram showing photosynthesis, respiration, leaf-water exchange, and translocation of sugar in a plant at a time. Light energy is trapped by green leaves or by chloroplast of green leaves. Starch or sugar stored here in fruits. And starch or sugars storage organ is another one is root. This one. Photosynthesis, respiration and photorespiration occurs here. Now see this diagram. This is another diagram of aerobic respiration. The actual process of aerobic respiration. Glycolysis. First step is glycolysis. Second step is Krebs cycle. And the third step is electron transport system. 2 ATP energy produced at the time of glycolysis and 36 ATP energy produced at the time of electron transport system. So in total 38 ATP energy is produced like this at the time of aerobic respiration in plants. Now next one is anaerobic respiration. The type of respiration in which glucose is broken down in the absence of oxygen is called anaerobic respiration. Aero word is coming from air. So without air, anaero. That means it is without oxygen. In this case, glucose is only partially broken down. The end products being ethanol or ethyl alcohol rather you can say and carbon dioxide. The energy output in anaerobic respiration is much less than in aerobic respiration. Microorganisms such as yeast and some bacteria respire anaerobically. Such organisms are also called anaerobes. The word equation for anaerobic respiration is here glucose is breaking down to form alcohol plus carbon dioxide plus energy as only 2 molecules of adenosine triphosphate. Now see the diagram. The yeast simply switches from aerobic respiration requiring oxygen to anaerobic respiration not requiring oxygen and converts its food without oxygen in a process known as fermentation. When used in bread making, the yeast begins by respiring aerobically the carbon dioxide from which makes the bread rise. Here I have given some example. Glucose, pyruvate. In case of lactic acid, that is soy sauce, aspergillus. In case of cheese, it is lactobacillus. And in case of ethanol or ethyl alcohol, or else you can say carbon dioxide or ethanol plus carbon dioxide, that means in case of beer, wine, bread, it is Saccharomyces. Actually, these are the bacteria, name of the bacterium. Now see this diagram. Plants and yeast. In case of yeast, glucose breaks down to ethanol, that is C6H12O6, formula of glucose. It is breaking down into ethanol or ethyl alcohol, that is C2H5OH, 2 molecules of this plus 2 molecules of CO2 or carbon dioxide. That's why yeast causes bread to rise. Now the next topic is site of respiration and respiration in plants. Plants do not have any specialized organ system for gaseous exchange. They carry out exchange of gases through stomata by the simple process of diffusion. Stomata are present mostly on the under surface of the leaves and on young stems. In older woody stems, stomata are replaced by lenticels. Inside the leaf, the loose packing of the parenchyma cells and the large air spaces below the stomata provide an interconnected network of air spaces to allow efficient diffusion of respiratory gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide. So this is the process of respiration in plants. Now, while carbon dioxide and water vapor are waste products of respiration, oxygen is a waste product of photosynthesis. These waste products are removed through stomata in leaves and lenticels in stems and are released into the air. See the diagram. When stomata is closed, nucleus, chloroplast, vacuole, guard cell and cell wall. When stomata closed, it is looking like that. And when stomata open, that means in the daytime, so that time it will look like that. That means in a curved way. And see this diagram here, lenticels pores in the bark of stems. Portion of lenticels has been given over here. You can see. So these two are the sites of respiration of plants. Now, the last topic of this chapter, that is photosynthesis and respiration. See the diagram. In case of photosynthesis, that means the daytime, this is light energy comes from sun, water enters leaf, chloroplast trap light energy, here sugar leaves leaf, like this, it is going by arrow and then it will go outside by purple arrow, it has been shown. Carbon dioxide enters leaf through stomata. This is brown arrow. So in case of photosynthesis, water plus light, to form chemical energy. And in case of respiration, chemical energy plus carbon dioxide to form sugar. Thank you, students. For any subject related doubts or queries, please email me at sudeshna1.sma@outlook.com. Even you need to mail your life science assignments in this given email ID. We also welcome your responses by the way of views and feedback on the PPTs or videos at feedback.stmichaelsacademy@gmail.com.